and welcome thine face to Minecraft, where I built a jukebox. We're listening to Other Side. Fun thing. Anywho, I've spent some time in between episodes doing stupid stuff. I went to the end, not the end, the nether. Always mix up the dimensions. And I farmed skulls. Not intentionally, but I was trying to build a farm. It ended up being very difficult. I stopped building the farm. We'll visit that at some point. But got that many skulls, so we can make some more beacons if we want. I accidentally used some snout trim on some leather armor, so I made a full set. And we've got enchanted leather armor here with snout. We can demo it at some point. I mean, it's leather armor, it's not netherite, but it's there. Buttons. Not sure what to do with it. Played with a few different colors. So that's blue dyed leather armor with emerald snout trim. Look at it and enjoy it if you so care. Otherwise, it is time to start on a new build. And the only comment that I got, y'all slacking, the other 4 of you, about what to build next was a creeper farm, which is not bad because it will allow me to do more rockets for more exploration. But I'm going to do a little bit of preliminary, I'm going to do some prep work first. I built a hopper, snagged an extra observer. We're going to run over here. I tried to make an automatic potion brewing system with some hoppers and an observer. It didn't really work too well. I'm going to leave that one. I ended up brewing a bunch of potions of fire resistance, and I did not use all of them. I used some of them. But it was kind of a fun little setup. I'd put the bottles in this here chest and set this here chest on top of a hopper and just kind of brew a whole batch at once with the brewing stand. So it went the water bottle and the awkward potion, filled up a shulker box, set it up on top, awkward potion of fire resistance, filled up the shulker box, set it on the hopper, fire resistance 1 to the extended duration. So a fun little thing. But I think with this piston, this observer, this hopper, and some extra redstone, I will be able to accomplish my task. So one of the easiest woods in the game to get via automation is actually bamboo planks. By compacting bamboo into the bamboo blocks and then taking those blocks, putting them in your inventory, you just get a bunch of the bamboo planks, which is functional to wood. It even has its own trap door, I do believe, and own door. Yeah, so there we have the bamboo trap door, bamboo pressure plate, bamboo button. We can make bamboo mosaic tiles even by, I think, just doing that right. No, that's a crafting like that. Mosaics exist. They're a thing. Get out of my bed. That's my bed. To keep it in my toolbox and everything. But it makes for a very cheap wood source, something that you don't have to worry about too much. It just happens in the background. So we are going to quickly build a very simple farm for which I need mud. A mud block is not the most complicated thing to make, though it is not easy to automate. I'm sure they put it as a bottle because placing buckets on dirt would have made too much mud too quickly. But what you do is you take just regular dirt, water bottle, use it, bam, there you go. Mud block. And an interesting thing about a mud block is it is technically less than a tile tall. So if we put this here and we drop an item on this mud block, it actually gets sucked through into the hopper. My question will be, can we place some bamboo on it? We can indeed. So this bamboo is going to grow up nice and tall all on this mud block, and we are going to sort of box it in. That's a lot of stairs. I just kind of wanted one set of stairs. Well, we want to be able to open this chest. So we're not gonna close that in. Stairs will let you open it still. But we do want to seal this in a little bit. not all the way. There's a few different ways you might build this. I'm going to do it like this. 2 blocks up, we're going to slap down a piston like that. And on the 3rd block, we are going to place an observer. Not that way. Observers are weird. Like this? You place, yes? Yes, okay. So when... I love that face. Good job. When the bamboo grows up 1 height more, the observer is going to send out a tick. Now, with how it's set up right now, it's not connected to the piston. But what we're going to do is we're going to set it up to where when it triggers out some redstone onto this little spot here, I don't think I've experimented with this before. I'm pretty sure it doesn't work. But then the piston will pop. That's all the more we need. And after we build it up a little bit higher so that none of it escapes, then all the bamboo will ideally not be put in my inventory because I'm standing so close to it, but will be dropped down into this here chest. And this will just work all on its own in the background. We have a simple automated bamboo farm. Does it look pretty? No. Is it going to work for what I want it to? Yes. And we're just going to leave that stair there so it's not in my inventory. And we're just going to let this run while we do other things. Have a torch. I don't think any of the bamboo will be able to hop that distance. Let's try. Yeah, it just fell through. So then I just come here periodically, I collect some bamboo, I take said bamboo over here, make bamboo blocks, make bamboo planks, we've got wood farm. That's all the setup for what I want to do, not even the whole thing. We will reclaim this. Another thing that I care to do is come over here with this here. Can I dual wield? I can. Okay, this here bone meal. We're just gonna speed things up a little bit so I can get started on things. And again, this work stuff. Bamboo is easily the most farmable wood block in the game. So if you need to build stuff, any sort of stuff, bamboo is the name of the game. That was one too much. Luckily, I set up these over here just so that while the automation is doing automatic things, I can still just get a little bit extra. Because I'm gonna need a lot. Okay, several stacks of bone into bone meal later. Goodness, that's just so efficient. It's like every one of them is a guaranteed use. You make these things so tall. I got some bamboo up there that I need to go get. I should probably take the scaffolding down and actually use the scaffolding as scaffolding. Yeah. That much bamboo. That's a lot of bamboo. Let's go get some more bamboo. Nope, no wasted drops. And then also, just because I think it'll be useful. Scaffolding left behind? Scaffolding left behind, I knew it. Forget how quickly you break it. Come on. Yeah. Do not need the wart. Oh, thank you. But yeah, now this much bamboo and a bunch of scaffolding, we can start work on stuff. I'm going to go bamboo blocks, bamboo planks, bamboo blocks, bamboo planks. 5 remaining sticks, double sticks. Weird. I don't know why they show 2 of them like that, except maybe there's more than one recipe. But yeah, that's a good lot of easy wood. I mean, maybe not the most dense source because you have to compact it, but it is, again, instead of like having to chop a whole tree, you just bop, 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 bop. Would get. You can't have a piston automatically farming your bamboo same way you can here, which it hasn't worked at all. Why not? I've been away for a while. Why are you not growing? Why? I don't know. We'll get back to that in a bit. But this is all literally still just laying the groundwork. Haven't even started on the stuff yet. Ah. All right. So traditionally, gunpowder farms, aka creeper farms, work best up in the air where mobs aren't going to spawn from anything else. Like in underground caverns. Don't have to worry about underground caverns. So I'm wondering where the best, most thematic spot to build one of these things would be. I kind of like the idea of having it right over the ocean there. And traditional creeper farms do not look very nice in terms of raw functionality. They do not look nice at all. So we are going to put some artistic flair on this here creeper farm. And I think I want that artistic flair to take place, representation, in a hot air balloon. I think making a hot air balloon of some kind will look very nice. And not, well, I kind of want one that's thematic with Minecraft. A little bit more of a period appropriate. Not so much a modern day Zeppelin hot air balloon, anything like that, but like an ancient Chinese air balloon. I kind of think about something that might have been in Avatar: The Last Airbender. So we're just gonna no. Up. Scaffolding is scaffolding. The climbing blocks are really nice, but I don't use them very well all the time because I don't use them that much. Ice. You have betrayed me. Didn't know that was a thing. We were learning. We were learning together. Now I must harvest all of my special climby blocks. Leave not a one behind. Yeah. There's some to start. We're gonna fly over here and just check the height of it. I don't really care too much about where I put it, as long as it looks good. That phrase made no sense. I don't care about optimal spawning conditions as long as the building itself looks good in terms of height. I'm not going to be min-maxing with it. I think it needs to be up higher still. So what does it look like from down on the ground? Does that look high enough? I don't think that looks high enough. And I don't have enough scaffolding to keep this going. So I think what I'm going to do is break this scaffolding, rocket my way up there, and then use the scaffolding again to go up another layer. That's what I'm going to do. I absolutely nailed that the first try. If you don't believe me, then I don't know what to say. No. Break it. Ooh. Okay, so why don't... There we go. I swear I wasn't holding shift or anything. I'm not sure why that wasn't going just up more. There we go. And then we're going to do this again. All right. That I think looks high enough. Not so much that one. Don't worry about that one. But that one right there, I think will be a good starting spot. So once again, and maybe on camera this time, well, this one will be easier. Can just land in the scaffolding if I have to. Like that. That one I missed. But we are going to go down and break this foundation. Yep, just pop. Wonderful. Glorious. I love it. Chop, and chop. Now I'm going to have to stick that landing with a rocket. It was close. It might have taken me a little while, but I did it. Which is nice, glorious. I love it. I brought my toolbox. Let's grab a crafting table. That is what I am after. Thank you, toolbox. So, one of the fall damage for creepers is going to make this thing maybe a little bit larger than I would like for it to be. in terms of vertical distance. They need to drop 21 blocks. So if we have this as the base, pull out, and it's 21 off the top of my head. I forget exactly. We might have to actually change it. No! Why? I wasn't holding shift. Why? Do I hold shift? Hold... Point at the legs, I guess. Except now I have no idea how tall this is, so I'm just gonna have to count it out with regular blocks, I guess, like a plebeian. Okay, so something I'm gonna double check before I say that is it, but I counted up 21 blocks. This is the 21st right there. And if memory serves, that is enough to lethally kill a mob that falls. So we're gonna double check that. 23, so a few extra blocks. That's about got it. Now we can start building the first layer of the creeper farm. I'm going to start converting things to slabs to save precious blocks. All right, so here's the basics of it. This is a little bit of a well-known design. I've got to build it up more. So like these are actually going to be walls, but I've left them gone for demonstration purposes. But this is going to be the creeper spawning platform, and there's going to be a dispenser right here that is going to spit out water, which will then cascade in all of these directions, which is 7 blocks long, and then push creepers off right here. And I didn't really think about fall distance, so off the edges, I was for some reason thinking it was going to be in the middle, because I'm dumb. So I'm going to have to think of a different way to kill them other than fall damage. I've seen a few different designs. I have one in mind that I've seen a YouTuber use that uses magma blocks. I kind of like that idea. I just don't think I have enough magma blocks right now. But what happens is water pushes creepers off. They fall down. They're killed one way or another. Fall damage, magma blocks, lava blade, take your pick. And then all of the gunpowder is funneled inside. And this is what you end up doing is on this top layer right here. So we have a 2-block wide spot. 2 blocks wide is tall enough for just about every single mob in the game to spawn, except Enderman. Put trapdoor there. Trapdoor like that. And then things can't spawn because this is technically like 1 9/10 tall, which is the height of a creeper, but not the height of zombies and skeletons and pigmen and other random things that might spawn. So we do floor like this all the way across, and we get a dedicated creeper farm. And then you can repeat this as many times as you like, floor-wise, to get increased spawn numbers. But that is the gist of it right there. So I'm just going to go and start filling in all this space with all of these here planks, like so. And that'll be my life for the next little bit. And you may have noticed the mosaic. It's made with slabs. You take 2 slabs, stack them on top of each other, and that's how you make the mosaic block. But I've run out of wood this far, so I'm going to have to go back down to the bamboo farm. Oop! Careful me. And see what all I can find. Yeah, I accidentally turned everything to planks. I'm like, yeah, that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm going to be using lots of the planks, but alas, now I'm out. I also need some torches, so nap time. Alright, so I got tired of having to grow my own bamboo, and my little automation setup is not working as fast as I would like it to. So I just flew over here to the bamboo forest that I found way back in the wind. And I'm picking up, I'm not deforesting it, I'm leaving stumps to grow back. But I've got like an inventory's worth. So that should speed things up a little bit. I am, however, running out of rockets going back and forth on the build. I used the last little bit of gunpowder I had from killing ghasts in the nether. Made another 20-something rockets. We'll see how much longer it lasts. But I might have to kick this farm off with only one level. Alright, update time. 1 level done. It doesn't look pretty out there. I'm going to need more wood if I want to add a second level. And I will admit, I believe I have overestimated the power of bamboo, in that my little automated farm that I set up is not keeping up with demand. I probably need to expand that more before it does anything worthwhile. I've gone back to the bamboo forest a few times, once more, to get more bamboo. I like how efficient the wood feels, but just doesn't grow as fast as I'd like it to, which is weird to say because I think bamboo is supposed to be a pretty fast growing thing, but it's not. 1 level done anyways. All these trapdoors built. This spot right here, gonna put a dispenser. You click a button and it spits out water on this block, which then cascades out to all of these blocks. I need to go back down and pick up some water buckets. As then what happens is you want to put water buckets in these corners to push mobs to the center. Now, because I'm special, have the Frostwalker boots on and I'm not taking damage from these lava blocks, even if I don't sneak. Mobs will not be so. They will land on these, they will take damage. We set up some water that funnels them right here into the middle, set up a collection system. And I suppose I could make that a magma block too, but no, you don't. Yeah, that's the trick to it is you don't. That's a slab. You don't want any of the mobs to actually be right there. I went and watched a video from a guy named Waddles, YouTuber, fun guy. I like his Minecraft videos. Saw how he used magma blocks as a kill system, and he puts rails, minecart hopper rail system underneath here to suck up gunpowder. And he pointed out a thing that I wasn't doing that you should do is this is too wide now in case spiders spawn. Zombies and skeletons won't spawn here. Spiders still can. So for the odd spider that spawns, we want this to be this way. Get a little bit of extra stuff. Sure, why not? But yeah, now I gotta go and get a dispenser and a few water buckets and Minecraft rails and everything. Just everything. I've also sort of trapped myself in here. Sure, I have my Elytra, even though I'm just gonna splash into the water to pick up those blocks. Bloop. And then make my way over to the island so that I can frostwalk my way back. Well, that's a little disheartening. It looks as though my cartographer got eaten. But you know, I'm not sure I actually care that much about cartographers. You sell the one woodland mansion map, and I don't really need another one after that. So, thanks for all the fish. Because we might need another woodland mansion map, and we need a different cartographer for that. So, thanks. Goodbye. So, the one guy that I want to keep safe is that guy right up there. That's my better wheat farmer. Anyone else that gets out and about, I'm not too sure if I feel bad if they disappear on me. So we get a bunch of extra farmers from these things, and someone else can pick up the cartography, and yeah. Okay, there's everything I think I need. Chest, hopper, rails, dispenser, powered rail, minecart, some water buckets. Trying to be conservative of the fireworks because it's about 2 fireworks per trip. It helps to have the electric equipped. Whee! So I don't quite make it all the way up with one. So I gotta, can I thread the needle here? No, there's a block in the way. What? Then we're just gonna crash land. Ow! Ah. Wasteful, wasteful, wasteful. Try again. There we go. Num 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 num. Alright, 2 water blocks like so. We got the dispenser placed. I only brought 2 buckets, which is going to be fine, because we're going to make infinite source blocks like so. Come on, come on. There we go. And after we get all of these things filled up, I will put one of the water buckets in the dispenser. And I missed one. Come on. Faster, faster, faster. For the video, good radio. Go. I've seen a few different people. Nope. Goodbye, torch. I hardly knew ye. It looks like light's coming in through the slabs. It's not. Don't worry. Grab that torch. Set that back there. And that one. Yeah. Just so that mobs absolutely do not spawn while I'm in here. Leave that there. Crouch again. Got toggle crouch turned on. You have to leave these trapdoors out so that the water will flow. If those trapdoors are placed there, then the water just sits on this spot. So technically some other mobs can spawn right here, but for the most part, we're not going to have to worry about it. The odd bone, rotten flesh, but it'll be fine. This dispenser puts water right there. It flows all the way down here. Any mobs that spawn are going to get pushed off and fall right here, start taking damage, and get pushed into the center right here. Need to, well, let's use the right kind of. Yeah, goodbye, mosaic. Regular bamboo there. Yeah. So that everything gets pushed right here? Why are you not working? There we go. Yeah, so everything's going to get pushed right here. And underneath this is where we're going to build the rails. So if I can do this without losing even more pieces. Oh, goodbye to you. Just gonna wait. On. You can do it. There we go. Come on. What? Swim up. Thank you. 2, 3. Third one is for me to build on. There we go. I probably should have done this from the start, because now I have a good way of falling to my death. Not my death, because I had water, but I was not wearing my boots. Or my chest piece. I guess I had my elytra. I could have flown away, but yeah, this would have saved me a few fireworks if I had just done this, but I was just too lazy to want to have to swim up this every single time. And this is where things get a little bit tricky for aesthetics, just because we're working in such a small place, but we're gonna put this hopper there like so, and then a few bits like that. Like that. Okay. And this is our infinite collection loop, so when things die in this spot, they should get picked up right there. We have our hopper minecart, which has the magical properties of sucking through whole blocks, even though regular hoppers do not. And then we have this hopper that will unload the gunpowder. Gotta put that thing there, and then see if I can't find a way to jumpstart it. Don't have any trapdoors. Slab? Slab? Slab. No? I'd be lying if I said I fully understood what happened there. But somehow or another, using... No, keep going. Don't you dare stop. Using some combination of a trapdoor and a slab, I was able to get in. And we want our chest to go back down like so. Okay. And now that is an infinite little system. I'll build out a little bit of a platform here, even though it might look more ugly. But I'm going to need something to land on with my fireworks. I'm going to put torches right here to make sure nothing spawns on this spot. And I never understand why. You'd think when you unload a chunk and come back, one of these carts would not be going full circles, but they keep going full circles. Now, we need to get up to the top, which I'm going to just build a cheeky little wood platform and try and save on building materials. I guess I do actually have these things, not that I've been using them. Why are you the way you are? I used to love you guys so much. There we go. And for now, I guess I'll just put a button there. Really what you want to do is set up a clock of some kind, so probably need to go make 2 more hoppers. I forgot about that. But that washes the mobs out. Look, again, that should have picked it up. So now we just got to get to the optimal distance away, which I also forget that, for mob spawning. If we go stand right over here, is that going to be far enough away for things to spawn? Be nice if it did. But I am going to go collect all my little blocks that I dropped in the water here. Okay, so this has actually been a little bit tricky because I don't have sticky pistons. I don't have slime balls. I've not found a slime biome with which to build my traditional sticky piston hopper clock. But by my own engineering powers, I've come up with this little design. I probably need to change the timing a little bit. I've got 2 hoppers bouncing back and forth some items. The comparators to detect when it's full or when it has an item in it. When it has an item, it puts out a redstone signal. Repeater boosts the signal, and that repeater goes to another repeater, which turns off a hopper. So not this side because it just turned off, but we'll see it turn on. Yeah, so that turns that hopper off. That hopper will not accept items, or it won't send items, but it will accept them. And then the redstone signal comes out just a little bit further, and when you put a redstone signal in the side of a comparator, it turns it off. So even if this thing has items in it, this comparator will not read because the redstone signal is going into it. And then once that gets full and this runs out of items, this comparator will no longer be on. It'll turn this signal off, letting this comparator turn on, and the cycle repeats itself. So it took me a little while to engineer that all in my own brain hole. I did some quick Googling of it, and everyone was just like, yeah, sticky pistons. I'm like, I don't have sticky pistons. And I saw a few people were like on the fandom. It's like, oh, here's all the different hopper clocks, and they had a hopper loop clock, but it still required manual input, and there wasn't a tutorial to automate one without manual input. So I just had to sit here like a dum-dum for a little while and play around with it, but I got something that I think works. So we're going to take this whole thing up top. We're going to get a little bit more of some item. What's good? What's deep slate? I have lots of cobbled deep slate. We're going to use that. Set a good timer. I don't know exactly how long I want it to be, but we're going to set a timer for it, and we'll see what happens. And faceplant, yeah. Okay. And we have slabs here, which I think is good because I don't want signal to go through them. What we're going to do is we're going to build up off of it. Just to make sure. I don't believe we're going to listen with our ear holes. Does this turn on trapdoors? It does not, so we are good. So if whatever we built up here was turning trapdoors on and off, then that would be what we call a problem with spawning mechanics, but it is not, so we are good. I just need to get hoppers set up. And the footprint for this, actually, we're going to build it this way, I think. The footprint for this is not the smallest, not the biggest, but not the smallest. Now, I know I made more bamboo wood than this, but I don't know what I did with it. And because I'm feeling particularly lazy right now, we're going to switch over to cobbled deep slate. Does it look good? Absolutely not. Is this defeating the entire purpose of a build video? You betcha. Am I doing it anyways? Yeah. So I'm going to start with 30. Alright, what? I did something wrong here. All right, I'm not sure what I broke and placed that redstone back, and now it's happy. So there might be a reason this clock isn't used, and it might be because it's horrible. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little afraid of loading and reloading it, but we're gonna wait and see what happens. I hear water running. Though, is that a duplication bug? We might have a duplication bug. Alright, just in case it's a dupe bug and get a nice empty bucket in there, we're gonna do that right there. We're gonna watch when this thing next cycles on and see if it snags a bucket of water. I heard it tick, but it did not pick up water. What am I listening to here? Oh. It didn't seem to be making that noise before, but it done work there. But that time, it didn't look like it picked it up. So we're going to try a block on top of it, and we're going to power that block instead of the dispenser itself. And I'm not sure if it was just a block update or what. But that time, it seems to have slooped the water. We're going to wait and see if it puts it back down. Okay, then we're going to wait and see if it picks it back up. And by the midnight hour, it has worked. Good deal. Good deal. I'm going to put a torch down right there just in case. Is it ugly? Absolutely. Are we going to call it for this video? Probably. We're going to do a little fly down and see what happens. Interesting side note, there are some pillagers there, right where I wanted to go. Not sure why they're over there and not like in the village proper. And I do want to build myself a raid farm, so interesting, but not today. But not in the sarcastic not today way, just in the I don't actually have time for this right now. He's chasing the villagers. Could you not? Sleep? Yeah. Alright, so I've been hanging out for a while. And I've got 0 gunpowder. So I'm not sure exactly. I broke that out so no way to jump out. Not sure exactly what is going on here. I'm gonna have a look at it. Unless creeper spawn mechanics have changed, it should be good. In a word. But it doesn't seem like anything's spawning. I've tried waiting on the ground and I've tried waiting up in the air. Neither instance seems to have done anything. Yes, nothing has shown up in here at all. And so I waited on that tree, and then I flew up and I've been waiting here. And I see things spawn down there still. So you'd think if I sat there at that tree, that would have been enough for things to spawn. I sat there for like a whole day, nothing spawned. I can see things spawning in the village. And that seems to be like as far reaching as things go. Because they don't ever move. They spawn there and then they just kind of stand there. So their AI seems to be turned off. I think the next thing to try and do is build up and see if I can go up far enough and have things spawn in there. It's like that should be good. I do believe. So I watched a different video, a 1.20 video to make sure that creepers still spawn the same way. And someone built a similar farm. They used snow golems and is a lot more area, a lot rounder. And they pulled them into the center for killing them on campfires. But the concept did seem to work. And this particular fellow said to build a spawning platform 118 blocks off the surface. And that was where he AFK'd. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to build up here, counted out 118 of the cobbled deep slate, and we're just going to build up, and we're going to wait a little while, and then I'm going to go down and I'm going to see if any gunpowder showed up. I've been up here for a while, not a full day, but most of the day. Ever since napping, enough time that we should have some gunpowder in there if it were going to be possible. I do find it interesting looking at the layout of the village. I've never really looked at it from the sky before, but it's interesting seeing all the different grass paths connect together in ways that don't make much sense considering the mountain there. That's kind of the edge of it right there. Villagers get stuck, but it still tried. The game still tried. Let's go see if there's any gunpowder. Moment of truth. Nothing. All right. I don't know what's wrong. It's a little frustrating. But something seems to be up with that. So... oh, hello, all of you. Ooh, boy. They spawned in fast and in a hurry. Excuse me, guy. It's very... Please. Sleep? Yeah, okay. Whew. Guess I've been up there. So mobs just had not spawned that as soon as my model was close to a spawn spot, they're like, ooh, you can put people here. But apparently not in the gunpowder. I've used up so much of my fireworks that these here creepers are actually quite valuable for their powders. We'll need new fireworks. Hey, you, get down here. Don't you despawn from me. Yeah, unfruitful as it is, I think I'm gonna call this episode here. I gotta go figure stuff out, I guess. So thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. If you have any ideas about why it's not working, throw them in the comments. Let me know. You don't know recommends of redesigns? I have seen several different designs. I might just decide to build a new design, but specifically, I want to know why this one is not working. Is it just volume? I don't know. Let me know. Catch you in the next one. Out.